Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? Welcome back. This is Alex once again, and today we're once looking at Raid Shadow Legends. So today, what I wanted to do is take a look at the daily quests and give you an overview of what I do on a daily basis in this game to make sure that I am progressing my character using the resources that I have that playing gives us for the game. Because energy is a massive resource in this game, and you need it to progress, and using it the best way possible is the best thing that you can do. Now, I'm also going to look at the Drokgul event that's happening right now. I think we're about halfway at the moment. So I want to look and show you where I'm at right now, what we have upcoming, and some little tips that I have for getting through that. First thing I'm going to do though is the daily quest. Now, I'm not going to go in here to this side because I know what my daily item is, and also just a heads up, it's a little bit after 6:30 p.m. here. I'm in Pacific time zone. So this resets for me every day at 5 p.m. So right in the middle of the day, which kind of stinks because generally my energy is pretty low and I like to get stuff racked out as quick as possible, but that's going to come into play. So if we go down into quests, we have two places where we have daily quests. We have daily quests right here, which are your normal daily quests. These are the ones that have been here for as long as I've been playing the game, which is only a couple months. So these are generally fairly straightforward and basic. There's nothing that you really need to do that's super difficult. You just need to go in here and get these things done. Classic Arena 5 times, easy. You should be doing this anyway so that you could upgrade your Great Hall. Summon 3 champions. You're gonna use 3 mystery shards, which is once again not that bad. You should probably have a ton of them saved up like I do. Use 50 energy, you're gonna do that by default. Increase a champion's level in the tavern 3 times. Once again, very easy. You can do that with like 3 or 4 shards if you have a level 1 person or a 1-star person. For artifact accessory upgrades, again, that's very easy, very doable. That also sometimes coincides with one of the advanced quests to upgrade an artifact. Next one, purchase an item on the market. Once again, that's easy. I'm going to show you that in a second here, what I do for that. And then win campaign battles. Once again, that's fairly straightforward. If you need to, you could just go into whatever you're farming for this point in time to level people up and do that, or you just go to normal, the very first one, and just spend 4 energy and you're done. This one sometimes gets swapped out with defeat a campaign boss 3 times, which once again, if I'm not particularly focusing on like a clan or if I'm not particularly focusing on a boss at that point in time, I just go into the very first one and it's 5 to do it. It's super easy, it's basic, and my character is just destroyed. Now, let's click over to advanced. So these are the new ones. These just came in a week and a half or so ago. You'll see right now I've completed 80, and on the scale I've gotten a 3-day, at the 50 mark I've got 3 days of XP, which is awesome. In another 2 days I'll get a 5-star chicken once again, which is awesome. Another 50 days after that, an epic skill book, and then 100 days or 10 days after that, as long as I'm completing each one of these every day, you get a legendary book. And that's going to reset and I start the process all over again. Now let's look at these guys. So complete all available quests. You get energy, which it depends on how much energy you have, so this will give me 130. Use 2 clan boss keys. You guys should be doing this anyway, as if you're a clan, of course. If you're not in clan, I highly recommend it, even if it's just one where you're just going to get access to the clan bosses. And I'll go into that a bit later as well. Use 12 crypt keys in faction wars. So faction wars is much more useful now that they have the forge in here, because you get items for the forge or to craft in the forge with these keys. And once you get that, in this one you get more attempts at the arena, the tag team arena, which once again is going to get you gold, so then you can get stuff from the bazaar there. All right, next one. Win 3 artifact accessories from clearing dungeons. So this is easy if you are farming dungeons. If you aren't, you can just once again go into one of the very basic dungeons, do one of those 3 times, and you get something from it. It's very straightforward. Tomorrow there's a spider event coming up for Drokgul, so I'm going to save that for that, and I'm going to be doing a bunch of farming there, so it works for that and the farming. Next one, 5 tag team fight in 5 tag team arena series. You don't even have to win, you just do it, and you get more crypt keys, which this goes to each one of your factions. So if you have 2 factions open, you get a total of 12 keys. If there's 3, it's 18 keys to do more. 8,000 damage to the demon lord. This one can be a little bit harder. That's if you use 4 keys a day, that's 2 million each. This I can do in one go because I've got a pretty good team set up. Beat 3 factions war stages without losing a champion. That's a new one. I don't remember seeing that one. Once again, though, this can be done pretty easily because you just take your best team in for your faction wars for the day, and you just go into the very basic one, the very beginning one, and you do that one, and you're good. Fight in Classic Arena with a team from a single affinity. Once again, this one might be a little bit harder. If you've been playing for a while, you probably can do this without too much. You don't even have to win. You just have to fight. Mix an affinity potion. Once again, that's pretty straightforward and easy. Win 30 materials in Classic Arena. So these two, the fight in Classic Arena and win materials, can be done at the same time. And you'll see that a lot of this you can do at the same time as your daily stuff here. Like fight in Classic Arena 5 times. Then over here, you have fight in Classic Arena and win materials in Classic Arena. So it all kind of goes together. You can do it all at the same time, which is awesome. A lot of times for me, I'm getting through all this without really even trying. I have to go back and just be like, oh, I need just to do this one thing, and it gets me through pretty good. Now we're gonna look at farming. So right now, the events that are going on are gonna be Dungeon Divers and Champion Training. Champion Training is the one that goes away first. So this is the one that I've been focusing on most of the day because there hasn't been anything else that I've been focusing on. I'm about 1,000 points away from this last set of 5 champion fragments for Drokgul. So I'm getting there, and I've got 2 days, 6 hours to do that. Really 2 days because I'm almost out of energy and I'm not going to play much this evening. Dungeon Divers, I'm not super worried about this. Plus, what's going to be good is that there's a spider event starting tomorrow, and you're going to be getting artifacts for that. So the artifacts that you get from there are going to count towards this, and you can do them at the same time. Also, note on the Dungeon Divers, so I've gotten this far just from farming 12-3 to level up my champions for the champion level up event. Let's go into tournaments. So Ice Golem, I got as far as I needed to on this one. I got my five fragments for Drokgul, and I was done, like at 10:06. That's all I needed. I'm like, I'm done, I'm out. I'm not doing any more of that. I'm not wasting my energy on it. I'm not using my energy on that. Spider tournament starts tomorrow in about 14 hours from now. And then once that's up and running, I will be up and running on that. And that's where I'm going to be doing most of my farming from. It's overall, in general, the daily stuff. And plus also a little bit of Drokgul. Now, like I said, I'm going to show you this real quick. So I'm on Brutal, and I find the best place to farm is going to be 12-3. It drops the shield, and using that shield is worth more than any of these other items, and it gets you, I think it's about 120 or something like that less experience than 12-6. You don't want to farm stage 7 because it costs more and the experience is less than you would any of these other ones. So just a heads up on that. Right now, Helling is my main farming, and these are the guys I'm working on right now. These guys are good because you get them from farming this, and you just turn them right back around and you level them up. What's going to happen in a couple days here is that there's going to be a summon event that's going to be, you'll be able to get like 25 shards from this. Now, you can get a total of 120 shards if you're not going to place first or second in the events or in the tournaments, which I know I'm not going to do that. So I'm not really trying. I'm not trying at all. To say not really trying is a misnomer. So I'm not trying to do that. So that means I've got 120 fragments available to get him. The event for the summon event is 25, which I believe is the largest one, the most that you can get out of one single one. So what I'm really hoping is I have enough shards to do that. Now I've got 522 mystery shards, 8 ancient, a void, and 3 sacreds. Now when you are doing these events, you get it based off of the, usually you get it based off of the what's in the shard. So if I open up 8 shards and they all come out rare, you get less than if you get an epic or a legendary. So I'm hoping that that's the case, and that I at least get one legendary in here, so I don't have to open up all of these guys. If I do have to open them, all of them, that's cool. I'll do what I can. I'm just hoping that I'm able to at least get I don't know, 10 or 15, hopefully all 25 or so I can kind of cool it and I don't have to go too much further and keep on farming. This is where I'm at right now. I'm at 60. So if I can get all 25, that means I'm at 95. I only need 5 more from another event, which I'm going to easily get from something else. If I don't get that 25, my last item that I'm going to go into here is this guy right here. So playtime rewards. So this, I don't play on mobile very much, so this is super easy for me. All I do is I've got this running basically all day because I'm in and out of here all day long. And at 5 o'clock, the timer starts and it just starts ticking away. As you can see right now, I've got an hour and 15 minutes until my reward of 10 more coins for the PvP arena. That's cool. I rarely ever use that. This is the big one that I want right here at the 60-minute mark, is more energy. Energy is so key in this game, and using it wisely is one of the greatest things that... There we go, guys. That's an overview of my daily, well, at least past 5 o'clock go here, and that's what I look at. And like I said, I'm just generally playing the game. I'm just going through the process. I'm hitting the arenas. I'm going into tag team. I'm doing the PvP arenas. I'm going into faction wars, and once I get all that stuff done, it's pretty straightforward and easy. Really, the only things I have to go out of my way to do is to do artifacts and that sort of thing, because I don't do that on a daily basis. And sometimes I just go in there and I look, it's like, oh, I gotta do that, so I'll go do that now. It doesn't take long, and you don't have to do anything crazy. It's not like you have to get something up to an artifact up to 12 or 16 each day. You just have to get attempts on it, which if you have to attempt level 1 4 different times, which that would suck if that's the case, but that would do it for you. You don't even have to do anything. I'm gonna call it there. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments below, throw them down there. I appreciate hearing from you guys when you guys do comment. Have a good one, ladies and gentlemen, and take it easy.